I love you too. I look great. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna take down my hair. I thought it looked kind of cute, like a messy bun, and now I'm like, oh, that's not pretty at all. Anyway, hi guys. I'm gonna go live for just a few minutes. Hold on. Do I even have a brush up here? My hair is disgusting. You don't need to tell me. I already know. I'm washing it soon, hopefully. I'm a mess right now. Hi. So I was gonna make a video about what it was like how my sexuality affected me in my childhood and growing up. But if I do, I was gonna film that, but I know that's gonna take a while to edit. So I was like, well, I haven't given YouTube anything in a few days, so I'm gonna go live now, and then the next video you see it will be a bisexual type video, topic video. I can't talk today. Anyway, Frankie, hi, love you. I miss you. And thank you. How are you? I miss you so much. You need to start posting. Even just once a month, just update us on your life. That would be fantastic. You don't have to, but I just miss you. What's your question? Just ask. I am okay today. I'm a little bit little anxious, but I'm okay. My body's not cooperating today. Have you ever wanted to be with a female intimately? Yes, I have. Many times. In fact, one of the times, I haven't really talked about this yet on here. I think I talked about it on Instagram, but I didn't go into detail at all. But there was a time just a few years ago where I was very sexually attracted to this girl. And it was during that time, it was right before I came out to Danny, and I was trying to process if it was real or is this all in my head and blah. So I thought about it a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I'm glad I did, because now looking back, it really did make me realize how much more I do want Danny. So yeah, but yes, I have, absolutely. Well, I can't go into detail of who it is, because a lot of people in my life might know her, so that would be awkward. Let's see. I'm a lesbian and a furry. What's a furry? What? And I was wondering, do you have any advice on how to tell people, but keep it from my parents? They would kill me. They're very homophobic. You could make a private account. That's what I would do. I don't know. I'm sorry your parents are homophobic. I have a homophobic person in my family, and it's really, really painful. No, I'm not leaving Danny ever. Nope. I'm staying with him forever, so. Dang it, Frankie guessed it. You're not supposed to tell people, Frankie. You are freaking hot, though. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I just would, the same way you would tell them anything else. I don't even think you need to tell. Honestly, it's up to you. It depends on if you need to. Will I cheat? No, never. No. I'm not interested at all in anymore in exploring or no, I'm not. Thank you, Mona. You're so sweet. You're always giving me dollars and things. You're the best, Mona, and thank you. Welcome to you too. Yeah, so my next video will actually be, what it's like to be a bisexual that's conservative, because I am conservative, guys. That's the thing. I don't judge anybody else for the way that they do things, but I have my own stuff, and that's okay. I have my own beliefs, and so this whole series is going to be talking about that, and nobody talks about it. Nobody dares to talk about being a Christian, being super conservative, and yeah. How did you know? When I was 6 years old is the first time I got a crush on a girl. and a boy. And at first I was just like, oh, it's nothing. It's like, this can't be real because I'm being told that you can't do that. Girls can't like girls, so it's got to not be real. And that's kind of all I thought at the time. And then the first time I think I really, truly, truly, truly realized that I was, for sure, I would say 8th grade. So 13, 14-ish. Yeah. How did you come out to your family? I told my husband first, obviously, and did I not make a video about this? I was going to. Oh, I made one about my mom. Go watch the one for my mom because it was really cool. Yeah, I guess I didn't really tell you guys about my other family. Do you guys want me to make that like a separate video? Because that's going to take a minute. Maybe I'll do that. Do you guys want me to? And and there's a couple people I know are not going to want me to talk about their experience when I came out to them. And so I will probably only do like half of my siblings, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Frankie. I had a girlfriend in the past, but I've been with my partner for 8 years. He's a male. Just because I'm bisexual doesn't mean I don't love my amazing partner. Yeah, that's how I feel too. That's how I feel too. And honestly, I made a mistake. Again, sorry, I'm ignorant, even though I'm living this. Like, I'm ignorant to the lingo of it. I don't know what I was thinking, but I was saying that I don't want to act, I'm never going to act on my bisexuality. And someone in the comments was like, well, you have acted on it because you chose Danny. Either way, you're acting on it. So yeah, I am bisexual and I have acted on my bisexual feelings. I just chose a man. Okay, I will make a separate video so I can, and then I'll also be like calling my siblings to see if anyone does not want me to do that. I already know that one of them won't, but I think the other ones will be pretty supportive considering they were very, it was a scary night. It was interesting. Stresses me out that I don't know what I like for sure yet. That's normal for a teenager, right? To be confused about my sexuality. Absolutely. And honestly, like, I don't want people to just be like, oh, I think I might be gay, and so I'm just going to say that I am, because you can't take something like that back. You can't. Like, you don't ever say that you are a certain sexuality until you know 1,000% in your body, in your bones, in your heart, in the world that you are whatever you are. And so take your time is my point. So no, it's not. Yeah, it's totally normal, and take your time. Did anyone not speak to you anymore since coming out? Sort of. What would you say is your type in a female? So I did talk about this on Instagram, and it took me probably 10 minutes to actually get the words out because I've never said them out loud. But once I did, I don't know, like, it really doesn't matter. And I know this is going to be cheesy, but really I'm attracted to people's hearts to begin with and their eyes. But if we're talking lust with the girl, boobs are that's so weird for me to say out loud. Don't you have a husband? Yes, I do. I love him very much. Were you there, Mona? Ugh, it was horrible. By the way, yes, I do have a husband. Like, this isn't a question of, hey, who are you going to leave your husband for because they're hot? Someone just asked what has been my attraction to women, and that way it's been boobs, and then also their eyes and their heart, just like with men. So except not men boobs. Although I love man boobs too, but my husband just doesn't have them. And he's beautiful and perfect the way he is. Danny is bringing me home some dinner, so I'm going to go as soon as he gets back, but he might be a minute. Did I ever kiss a female? Yes, I did. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just said that on the internet. I'm not ready to talk about it, but yes, I did. Have you thought about being in an open marriage? I've thought about it, but it honestly doesn't interest me to do that because I'm not interested in having sex with a woman. I'm just not. I'm not. I chose Danny. I want Danny. I have become more loyal as far as my thoughts to him since I came out to him, and we've worked through it together and stuff. And no, I have no desire to be with anybody else than Danny, so no, and neither does he. He is a fluffy sweater. I know. I can appreciate a bloody beautiful female, even though I'm in a relationship. I agree. Aw, thank you, Sarah. You're so sweet, Shanny. You don't know how much you have helped me since forever, but especially the past few days. Your lives have been the highlight of my days. Cannot explain enough my gratitude. Sarah, thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you for the $10. That's so sweet of you. You guys are so sweet. What the heck? Oh my goodness. I just love you guys. Thank you, Sarah, and I'm proud of you. You're doing great. Don't you give up. You missed part of it, but it's okay. It'll save to YouTube forever. I know, Tiffany, you're so sweet. Why is it even an issue if you've made a choice and you're happy with it? What do you mean, why is it an issue? Do you mean like, why did I call it my secret problem, or why did I not tell people? If you're referring to that, it's because in my world, where I live, it's not okay to be gay. Or at least that's what people act like a lot of the time around here. Does that make sense? So for me, Lisa, for me, it was more, I just lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Crap. Oh, for me, I didn't feel like I could talk about it because I was afraid of losing people. And so that's why I took it really slow. And I wish I would have never come to you guys like a year ago and was like, oh my gosh, I have a secret problem. Like, that was the stupidest thing I've ever done. But because I did that, I felt the need to tell you guys eventually. And I also wanted to because it has a big part to do with my life and my past and my childhood and my eating disorder, which is what this channel is. Yeah. I'm getting nauseous. Thanks, Lisa. What did you think, Lisa? Did I get your opinion yet? I mean, Lisa's fantastic. Someday. Have they met you? I don't know if you've been in a video. I know I've run into you, but I don't think you've been in a video, have you? You guys need to meet Lisa someday. You're wonderful. You thought nothing? I figured. She's the best. I love her so much. I met her when Danny and I worked together at a call center. She's so awesome. I love her. And Danny was both of our, what is that called? Not manager. What is it called? The people, I don't know. But I love her. I agree, Jana. Women are nicer to look at. I agree. Yeah, my husband agrees too. I love that. I think women are just nicer to look at than men. LOL, my husband obviously agrees. It's true. See? We have something in common. We both think women are attractive. It works. Supervisor. That's what it is. Because I got away with him being my supervisor. So that's not supposed to happen, but they let it happen. And then I left because I couldn't do it for long. But then I came and visited all the time and still saw Lisa all the time. I love her so much. Let's see. Okay, so I have a question. Has your guys' sex gotten any better since you came out? No, because I was hoping it would. It's actually gotten a little bit harder, and that's something I'm working on because I don't know how to fix it. And I'm trying to like work through why it's gotten harder, like even harder for me, because I honestly thought it would make it easier. A lot of other things are way easier, but that, not yet. So as soon as I do get there again, I will be making a video of how that all went down. You're welcome for the burp. To be honest, Shanny, I was surprised about your secret problem, not in a bad way, but because of everything you share on to the internet. I never thought that would be something you would hide. But hearing about why it was such a secret, but why I love you forever no matter what. Thank you. Yeah, for me, it's not that I was like, I love all people. Literally, I love all people. Would you invite a female into your sex life? No, I'm just not interested. Maybe back in the day I would, but not anymore. No, because ever since I came out to Danny, I've like fallen in love with him in a different way now. Like the strongest love we ever had, even though we're really struggling too. It's weird. No, there's no way. I will never leave him and he'll never leave me unless one of us does something awful. Thanks, Frankie. Your burps are one of your attractive traits. Someone left a comment and they were like, Shanny, I love you so much, but I'm going to have to leave if you don't stop burping. And so I responded and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm going to work on it. And then after I posted, I was like, why am I apologizing? That's just who I am. It's a split second of your day. Just ignore it and move on. I'm a gaseous girl. I have intestinal and acid reflux problems and I burp a lot. So it's going to be caught on camera since my life is on camera. So how about we all just like learn to ignore it if it bothers you that much. But she was like, I'm thinking of unsubscribing just because of the burps. And I'm like, well, that sucks. It's your choice, though. Do you have any tips on how to come out? I should make a whole video about that, too. But I think the number one thing for me was making sure that there were no interruptions with whoever I was telling. So go into a private room, ask them to set aside private time, no interruptions, go for a drive. I don't know. That would be my number one thing. I fart a lot. It's natural. I know. Let's see. Have you guys tried bondage or role-playing or kinky? No, I'm not interested at all in like the bondage kinky thing, but I guess we've done role-playing. Yeah, we have. But it's not role-playing of somebody else. It's more role-playing of, I just love how I share this on the internet, but that's just how we are. And Danny loves that I share this. He thinks it's very helpful to people. But the role play that we play is more like we play us, except before we were married. Because before we were married, we were both waiting to have sex till marriage. And so before we were married, we were both so horny all the time. And for him, he was horny because he's always horny. For me, I was horny because I was told that it was wrong to have sex before marriage, and I am a rebel. So before we got married, there were a lot of like really fun moments. We never had sex before we got married, but so that's the type of thing we would do. So you're welcome for sharing that. TMI. Hi, Mom, if you're watching. Hi, mother-in-law, if you're watching. Be honest about what? Be honest about what, Lisa? I know I'm such a rebel. I don't know. Yeah, why would they tell me? Like, just leave then, that's fine. Who you are? Be honest who I am. What are you saying? I don't know what you're asking me. Elaborate on the fun times? No, we're good. I'll just say that, oh, hey, Dee. I'll just say that, it's fun. That's all I'm going to say. What happens if you still don't know what you are? I don't know. I feel like how I feel because of trauma or because of how I actually feel. I worry I'm never going to know who I'm attracted to. If anyone, Sarah, take your time. Go watch the beginning of this. Maybe you weren't here, but I kind of already answered that. So go watch the beginning of this later. Don't rush yourself. Take your time and just let yourself grow whatever's natural for you, and it'll come in times, at all times. I love you, Lisa. Oh, you're responding how to come out. Oh, okay. And what did you say? Be honest. Yeah, just be honest. But I think it's important to set aside time with people first. Will you do Pride videos during Pride Month? Probably not, just because I don't feel the need to do it for me, but I support other people, and like I don't know what you mean by that, because like I'm not gonna like be waving a rainbow flag in every single video for that month or whatever. Like I don't know. I'll just speak up about my experience and how I love all people and I support all people and whatever they want to do. I don't like to do anything political online. I don't talk about I don't even talk about like what party I am, even though I don't really get involved at all. I don't talk a lot about religion. I'm starting to, but those touchy subjects I just don't really talk a lot about. So, you know what I mean? So I don't know if I would, but maybe. I don't know. Didn't I just miss Pride Month? So maybe next time. I'm sure I will in a way. It just might not be like everybody else. Who knows? Thanks, Libby. I love how open you are about sex. It's important. Thank you. I agree. Really, Frankie? Interesting. Oh, you're doing great, Silky. What to you is pansexuality? I'm not sure. No, I don't have relationships with girls. No. I chose the male side to be with forever. Pansex, I'm not sure. I'm really bad at all of that stuff. No, asexual, pansexual. Oh no, I know what pansexual is because it's one that I've questioned for myself, and sometimes I still wonder, but then other times I'm like, no. Which is where you're not attracted to any gender, you're just attracted to the person, you know? So whatever you're attracted to in a person inside is what you're attracted to, it, and it doesn't matter the gender, I believe is what it is. The way I see it about communities is I am not part of any community except Christ because I am his. Love that, Lisa. See, and we all just need to, that's great, and we should all respect each other. What experiences have you had with women? I'm not sure I'm ready to answer that yet, but I will say I've never had sex with a woman, and I'll just leave it at that for now. Maybe someday I'll tell you guys. We'll see. Would you want to in the future? No. If you would have asked me that 3 years ago, yes. But then I worked it out and learned a lot in the past couple years since I came out to Danny and worked with him a lot. And like I was saying before, I've fallen in love with him in a different way that I've ever loved him. And am so 1,000% confident in saying that I don't need to, nor do I want to ever explore with a woman from this point on. Okay, I'm looking for questions about. I'm sorry a lot of you are struggling. I love you very, very much. But I'm trying to keep this just about the title this time. I'm really bad at it, but I'm trying. When did you know? My first girl crush was when I was 6, and then I knew when I was 13 or 14. I think I already answered that at the beginning. Let's see. Well, good for you, Charmaine. Spill the tea. Someday, Regina, stick around. I'm sure I will someday because I tell you guys everything. Sometimes it just takes me more time with some things. Mainly because my biggest concern with that, honestly, is that I have a couple people in my life that are just homophobic, and I don't know. I'm trying to get to the point where I can freely talk about all this stuff without worrying who's going to hate me or who's going to disown me or who's going to be disappointed in me or whatever. Like, I'm not quite all the way there yet. I'm getting there, but I'm not quite all the way there. You're a great woman too. Thanks, Regina. You're always in my bushes? What the crap does that mean? Which bush are you talking about? So why were you worried about telling the internet? I was worried about telling the internet because of all the different opinions. And everyone knows the faith that I come from, and everyone knows me as Mormon. That's not what we like to call ourselves, but that's how the world knows us. And there are people in our church who are extremely judgmental. I think all churches have that. And people know that I'm a part of a church with people in it that judge. And also, I was worried, and I wanted to wait until I was firm on my decision to stay with Danny, because I was worried that if I came out too soon or if I talked about it too soon, I'm a really impressionable person. And so I could see myself just doing whatever you guys told me to do. So, like, leave your husband and explore more. Maybe you should have an open marriage. Maybe you should go have sex with a girl. Like, all that stuff. I wanted to make sure that I was ready so that I could be confident when asked the questions like the ones you're asking me, you know? It's a very touchy subject considering who I am, where I come from, and what I believe. So it's hard. Who is your bisexual celebrity crush? You know, people have asked me so much lately, do you have a crush on Colleen? Do you think she's attractive? And I've been saying, not really, because she feels more like a sister, but she doesn't even know me, and she's not my sister. So she's the first one that came to mind when you said that. Who's your celebrity crush? I would have to say Colleen. Welcome. Shocking. I'm your celebrity crush? That's adorable. Nice. I believe you, Becca. Savvy. Sorry. My dad is super homophobic and the rest of my family is very religious, so only mom knows. I'm terrified to know what the rest would think, but my mom is fine with it, luckily. Sorry, I know how that feels a little bit, and it sucks, and I'm sorry for that you have to go through that. Sorry if you've answered this 100 times, but if you weren't married or dating your husband, would you date a woman you really liked? Like right now, at the age that I am now? or back then. I feel like if I were not, if I didn't know Danny, like if I wasn't dating him or married to him, I think I probably would explore a little bit more with the female side. But I'm also attracted to males, so I don't know. I don't know. I guess I would have to see. I'm joking. That will never happen. Oh, that came out wrong. I was just joking, but never mind. Do you think a person's sexuality can ever change? I don't. However, I do think that because of my case, it can be like exacerbated. Like my doctor was telling me, she's like, you were definitely born bisexual, but then you were abused by some penises, and so you started to lean a little bit more towards girls for safety reasons. But naturally, if you're asking naturally, no, I don't think so. But emotionally, I think, I don't know. You have a crush on me? Sweet. I love you too. Aw. Hey, Shanny, I know you don't want to disappoint people, but I feel like if someone has a problem with what feels right for you, that's their problem. No disrespect to them, but just my 2 cents. Thank you, Tiffany. I appreciate that. And I'm learning. I'm learning so much, guys. Like, I'm learning and I'm becoming stronger. And I'm standing up for myself to the people in my life that are like that. And so I'm really, really proud of myself. Yeah, a lot of people have told me that, Stacy. I honestly feel like every girl is attracted to women in some way, just because that's how God created us women. He made us to be very attractive. I'm attracted to some girls. Yeah. I've heard that from a lot of people. For me, it just feels different than that. It goes beyond that, but I don't know. I mean, like, can you think you're straight, then years later you were bi, etc.? Or do you think you were born with your... I think you're born with your sexuality, even though a lot of people, most people in my life would disagree. Most people in my community would disagree. But because I've lived it, and I know it, and I feel it, I believe that yes, I was born with it, and I don't think it can change. I just think that I kept pushing it down for so long. And then it came up during a really stressful time in my marriage is when it came up and became more like in the front of my mind again. And so I don't know. I think that you're born with it, and some people subconsciously bury it sometimes and then it comes out later. I don't know. I feel like there's all kinds of different like scenarios here. You know what I mean? You make my heart happy, Leah. Aw, thank you. Leah Michelle, really, Tiffany? I can't stand her. Is that horrible of me? But everyone loves her. I can't stand her. I don't know why. I have no idea why. She's perfectly lovely and talented and funny and beautiful, and I don't know why. You know what I mean? Are there ever like celebrities or somebody that you know where you're like, I don't know why, but I just don't like you? I'm sorry. I don't know what it is. Sexuality is very complicated, yes. And how you choose to identify within, that is very complicated for some people. It's fluid, for others it's not. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, some people don't discover till adulthood. I feel like people, with my case, I always knew since I was a really little girl, but I just kept pushing it down. And it just got to the point where it made me so sick that I just blew up and told Danny out of nowhere. I wasn't even planning it. And then I told Alicia like the next day or something like that. This is a very personal question. I understand if you don't want to answer online, but did you ever revert to pornography to help anything with sexual curiosity, being bisexual? Okay. I'm so hesitant to answer this. Yes, I don't like pornography. Neither does Danny. We think that we don't judge other people if they do it, but it just can become so addicting and it's such a dangerous thing. But yes, I have, but with my husband's knowledge. That's all I'll say, I guess. Yeah, she has a really pretty voice. Yeah, family, if you're watching, don't disown me, please. I'm glad we explored together. I'm glad I explored. Glad he explored with me. It helped everything. And I knew it would, and it was actually his suggestion. So, yeah. Okay, now I'll stop talking about it because now it's getting too detailed. Let's see. Okay, any more questions about my sexuality? Nobody who likes Trump? I'm a freaking Republican and I hate Trump. He's a dick. I'm actually not. I don't know what I am. I'm neither. I don't like politics, but I'm very conservative and I think that he's just a dickbag. And there are things that I absolutely agree with him on. So many things. But the few things that he's done that are just dick baggy, just, ugh, it almost cancels out the little bit of good that he's done too. He's just gross. Like, I actually feel like he's got a little, well, this might be a stretch, but I just don't like people that are all about, literally all they're about is money and power. I think it's so gross when a person thinks that that is what's the most important thing. Does that make sense? He is too old. No. There's a video of the little girl telling him he's a disgrace. Wait. This sounds familiar. Was it a little black girl? I feel like I've seen this. I'm totally going to go watch it again right after this, by the way. But I can't because I'm on my phone, so I can't watch it right now. Yeah, it's, Half Moon Joker. I hate all the talk from bad religious people about how we are all tempted and have to turn away from it being gay. Like, at some point, I'm like, doesn't everyone feel gay? I feel like I have my beliefs. The people in my life have their beliefs. You have your beliefs. Why can't we just live our lives the way that we want to live and the way that we feel best and just respect other people's feelings and opinions on it? Like, none of us are in a place where we should be judging anybody. Nobody. None of us. And I say this all the time, and I'll say it again and again and again because I'm a Christian. I'm very conservative, and I believe in God. And I believe that God is the judge. So most of these people that are super judgmental about gays believe in God. So I'm like, if you believe in God, then let God be the judge. Like what? Like who? Like where do you get off thinking that you're someone's judge just because you see them doing something that you think is wrong? That's not your place. If you really think it's wrong, if you really think they're going to go to hell, let God make that judgment. Yeah, let him give that a try. Because guess what? You're just pushing people more and more away. That's a little tip for all of you that are like that type of Christian conservative. Like, it's pushing people away. It's making them want to piss you off more. Like, that's just support and love the person for the person, not for who they're attracted to. It's the only way you can help. Do you want a girlfriend now? No, I don't. I never do. I would like to be with Danny forever and only Danny. We're monogamous. Good night, night, Silky. Good to see you. Yes, I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Yes, I am. Yeah. People become so obsessed with hate and it rules their life. Yeah. It's actually sad to think about how much hate some people have built up inside them. I know, it's really, really sad. Sappy. I love you. Hi, Lizzie. I love you too. Hi, Nix. You remember too, Megan? Awesome. See, how do you feel? You don't have to say, but it's like, why can't people let God judge? I don't understand. Where in the scriptures does it say this is a sin and it's your job to judge? No, it'll say this is a sin, blah, 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 but God is the judge, and let God be the judge and be as Christ-like as you can, you know? Yeah, thanks, Megan. Like, it just blows my mind, because from my point of view, like, I know a lot of people don't understand it, but it's like, I know that I was born this way, which means that God made me this way for a reason. So how about you, like, appreciate that I just love all people is what it is. He made me, like, how cool is that? He made me so that I love everyone, literally, in every way. So that's kind of cool, you know? Like, yeah, if you don't agree with acting on it or whatever, that's fine. You're allowed to think that, but don't condemn people. Don't tell people they're going to go to hell. Don't make these judgments of their eternal salvation when that is between the person and God. Let it be between them. Yeah. Thanks, Megan. Thanks, Becca. So many Christians are giving God a bad name. It's frustrating for me because this is what gives my whole religion a bad name, is the people in it that do this. And not just mine, by the way. Any Christian religion, you get these people that say things like this, and then people think that's what the whole church is about or something. And it's simply not. It's just people being humans, being imperfect, and taking a bit of scripture or something and taking it as, oh, I have to judge people for that and I have to condemn people for that. No, that's not your job. I'm not religious and I'm just curious. You're saying let God judge, but didn't he already in the Bible? Should Christians or religious people in general not live by and enforce the law of God? I think what I mean is more allow the person to work through it with God themselves instead of you trying to be God. Does that make sense? So, like, if I don't know how to explain this. If I don't know how to word this. Hold on. I feel like there's a difference between obeying the law of God, and because here's the thing. It's also a law of God in the Bible to not judge people and to be Christ-like and to love thy neighbor and Does it really say that? The Bible said to sacrifice 2 doves every time you have your cycle. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say, I'm more talking about like when you die and wherever you're going to go. Are you going to go here or there, whatever, you know, like the cartoons with the where you go to the gate of heavens and are they going to let you in? I don't think that's how it works, but I'm saying like that type of stuff, like let the proper people judge that part and just love people around you if they have these feelings because there's a reason for it. I don't know. It's hard. Mm-hmm. And why that's totally you have every right to believe that, just like what I do. I believe very, very similar to you. But what I'm saying is it's nobody's job to attack someone else who goes against that. It's not our job to judge that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know why. I know. Um, I feel like I understand what you mean and I agree with you, but is this the only sin we shouldn't then enforce? We've made stealing and murder and all of those other sins illegal. I don't know because I'm not in that area where I'm living like I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. All I know is that like my whole point of all of this is just allow yourself to figure out who you are and allow the proper people to judge. Because like Half Moon just said, if more people were like you, I might still be a Christian. So many people have left the church. So many people have left Christianity because people in the church take scripture, take Bible scriptures, and decide that it means that we are meant to judge them and we are meant to treat them poorly if they're this and this and this. So yeah, stealing is a sin and and whatever else you said is a sin, yes. But as far as something like this, I feel like they're different. Are we back? Rotate back. Is it rotating back? Why won't it move? What the heck is happening? Rude. Well, I think I'm done anyway. I'm going to go and eat my dinner. And thanks for chatting. And I don't think this is working anymore. No, it's not. It's frozen. Oh, is it frozen? I don't know. Can you guys see me? Okay, well, I can't see any comments, but I'm going to go anyway. I'm done. Oh, wait, there's the comments. But how? My screen is locked. I don't know what's happening. I'm going to go anyway. So thanks for asking all the questions, and thank you for supporting me and loving me and all the things. And yeah, I'm going to be making a lot of videos about these topics coming up. And so, yeah. I love you guys. You're welcome, Dominique. Thanks for asking. It's good. I like having these discussions. It's really important. Yeah. Oh, I was saying something, though. I want to finish my thought. That I think what I mean by don't judge others is like don't condemn, like don't actually be like, you are going to hell or you are going to heaven. Nobody can decide that except God. So let God decide. That's all I was saying. Okay, now I think I'm done. Anyway, I love you guys, and I'll see you for a video. Hopefully, you are a celebrity, Frankie. Duh. Hopefully in the next couple days, you'll see a video, like an actual video for the first time in forever, because I don't really make videos anymore. I just go live because I'm really good at it. So, except I kind of just enjoy going live better, and I enjoy doing direct uploads better. And if I were to do direct uploads, I can do one every day and just check in every day. Maybe I'll start doing that. I don't know. My body is on the mend. I'm getting, I think, to a place where I can start to think about picking up the series again. But something has come up about that, and yeah, you'll find out. Just stay tuned. I love you guys very much. Thank you for those that donated money to me. I really, really appreciate it because YouTube doesn't pay me, and doesn't matter what I do, they will never pay me because I talk about the hard stuff and they don't like it. So thank you to those of you that donate money to me. That's really, really sweet of you. Okay, I love you guys, and remember forever and always that you're beautiful, you are worth it, and I am too. Thank you for watching. Bye. I can't sing today. It's locked. How do I get out of this? Crap. Oh, it's locked. It won't even let me exit. What did I do? Oh. Oh, I'm back. Oh, look at that. Okay. You're beautiful. You're worth it. And I am too. And I love you guys. And I'll probably go on live later tonight on Instagram. So come join Pringle and my Dingle. Pringle _in_my _dingle is my private account. Go check it out, and I will check you out and see if I feel like you're trustworthy enough to be accepted, and then you can come join me on there. So I would date you too, Frankie, for sure. All right, love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.